Well, howdy, everybody. Theresa here, just me and the critters again. It is November 6th, 2019. It is Wednesday afternoon at 4:02 p.m. on this very shiny, beautiful day. I am looking all over from my phone. It's in my pocket. Yeah. Tell you what the weather is. I know it's beautiful out right now. What happened to my doohickey that goes on my phone? That's not good. Uh-oh. My silver adapter. Huh. It should be down here. That's not good, is it? Well, that's not good news. I have an adapter that goes on this, and I don't know where it is. Now that's going to be upsetting to me. I will have to look for it. I should just order some more because I keep losing them. You know? Just bear with me a minute, folks. My friends. Well, I found it. It's this thing here. Because for these Galaxy phones, that's what you have to have. It fits on a regular USB. And then I get them on Amazon. I think they're like maybe it's $10 for 4 or 5 of them. But you gotta have it. Okay. Anyway, sorry about that. Big panic time. I do need to order some more. But anyway, the weather right now is, I don't need that. I don't need that either. Let's see. It is 81 degrees. It feels like 84. High is 82 today. Low will be 64. Partially cloudy. Humidity is at 54%. Wind at 7 miles per hour from the northeast. Sunrise was at 6:55 a.m. and sunset will be at 5:46 p.m. And tomorrow is pretty much the same way. This is the time of year we love, and you've heard me talk about that before, because the weather's just so nice. And it's cooler out, and you do get to turn off your ACs at night, which is so wonderful. So yeah, really love this time of year. What am I going to tell you guys? Okay, there's no great big news. I cleaned house yesterday. I did laundry. I made chicken fried steak with homemade mashed potatoes and gravy, and corn. And I know that's really high in carbs, but I don't normally make chicken fried steak from scratch and everything, so, and I did also make some low sugar brownies, chocolate brownies, with walnuts. And what else? We went to bed fairly early. Brad had another great night of sleep. In fact, he slept so well. He slept through 2 of his alarms. I'm his 3rd. So I woke up and I'm noticing I had decided I'm sleeping really well at 2 at night, but I decided I wanted to get up and paint, right? I talked myself out of it, and that's at 1 a.m. So I decided at 3 o'clock, about 3 o'clock, I'm going to get up and paint. So I tote my bag out here, my coffee and stuff, and I sat in a chair, and I also decided I was going to watch TV, and I never opened my bag. I never turned on the TV. Of course, I never made it into paint. And I woke up, and I noticed that it's daylight out. And I know with the time change, I'm like, I better go check and see if he's up. Well, no, it was 7:25 and he was not up. And so I went and woke him up, and it was a hurry-scurry morning, but he made it to work on time. So, yeah. And even managed to take the trash out. I got it ready for him. You guys know I hate trash being around, and he took it out. He takes it out because you have to drive it down to the garbage can. You know, it's a great big communal garbage can here in this RV park. Mobile home park. Somebody texted me, I think. I'm not sure. Nope. Nobody texted me. So, yeah. So today's been a good day. I've just been kind of fiddle farting around the house. Scott didn't go in and painting, and I'm trying to figure out how to put my sewing machine where I can leave it up, because I really want to do some sewing. And I hate getting my sewing machine out, getting it all ready, sewing for a little bit, and having to take it down and stuff. Now, I don't have a regular kitchen table. We accidentally bought a high-top kitchen table. So then, you know, you got the high chairs that go with it. Well, that doesn't do you any good when you're trying to sit and you know, press on the pedal foot for how fast you want your sewing machine to go. So, I think we're going to get, when we find a used one, like at thrift store or something, a regular kitchen table. I really want to get a regular kitchen table. That way, excuse me, I could sit there and have coffee, which I like to do. I could sit there and we could play cards. I could have my sewing machine out. You know, we sit there and eat meals. That would be nice. We'll see. I don't want to pay over $100. Then I'd have to get at least a couple chairs to go with it. Of course, we have a couple folding chairs, so that would work for now. You know, makes you feel like you're just newlyweds again. I really want to get like a sewing table or a craft table, but it would have to be foldable. Now, I can get a little card table, and I got room in this front room now for a little card table. Brad took my long table that we had in the RV that's on wheels. He wanted it in the bedroom. Wasn't using it. I'm like, go ahead. Now, you ask, why didn't I use that to sew on? Just a little too high. But no, they have some card tables that I may look next time we're at Walmart. I might go on their website too. I just need one like about twice the size of a TV tray. You know, I really would like to have one. I got a perfect spot for it here in the front room. I could set it up. I could sew and stuff. I like to sew. I love to sew. I used to sew for Joanne Fabrics. You know, and I told you guys that was a great thing because if you work there, and I eventually was manager of the fabric department, but you got to, you know, they would tell you what they would like you to make. You got to pick out all the material, you know, and then after it was on display for a month, after you finished it, you got to keep it. That was really nice. So I love to sew, and there's some sewing I want to get done. I want to finish my weighted blanket. I've got some alterations I want to do. I want to start making some dresses and skirts for myself. I mean, yeah, I just like to sew. You know, I like to sew, so I'd like to have that out so I could do it. That sewing machine Brad got me is really nice, so I'm going to look into that. I'll have to see. Anyway, that's what we got going on. Now, I'm going to show you the painting I just finished. It is not listed on Etsy yet. I'm going to list it probably tomorrow. So, bear in mind, if you're interested in it, that, you know, and I, in fact, you know what, I'm going to wait. I'm not going to show you the painting. I'll show it to you real fast, and then I'm just going to show it, see, here, and then I'm going to not show you details, because I got to measure it, and I got to decide what I'm going to charge for it, and I got to list it on Etsy, and I'll show you all of that tomorrow. So I just, you know, I'm not trying to tease you. I wanted to show a couple stitches that, how I add a color on when I'm loom knitting, okay? Because I promised to do that, and then I'm going to start showing a few stitches as I'm doing hats and stuff. I thought, you know, because none of my patterns are secret. You're all welcome to them. I don't have any of them written down, so y'all just going to have to keep track. And maybe if you see something I'm doing, you know, it has an add to button or a save button, and you can make your own playlist, and you could do that. I've done that. So, what I've done for today is, I've just done my brim. This is on a large size adult hat. And so I've just done my brim, and you know, I always fold my brims over and do them that way. And if you don't know how to do that, let me know, and next time I'm doing a brim, I'll shoot a quick video. So anyway, I've just done my brim. You know, you get it as long as you want it. You fold it over. Then you attach the pegs again to the existing peg, and then you loop over. And that makes a nice brim. I like those brims. Of course, I like the other ones that are ribbed too. So, I'm still debating. I'm using this Red Heart Baby. And because I'm going to be donating this hat to Colorado, which gets cold in the wintertime, I'm going to double up. This says it's a 4, but it's a thinner 4 because it's baby. And I really like this because it's got the, I don't know if you guys can see, on the baby, the Red Heart Econo Baby, let's see. It just says white, but it's got some strands through it that makes it kind of shiny. Now, I like to generally pull my yarn from the center. I don't know. I'm just a center type of pull. I just like to pull from the center. But when I'm doubling up, let's see. There's 2 cut from there. That's strange. I like to pull from the center. What the heck is going on with that? Now I'm going to get myself all confused. Oh. Okay. So that is from the center. So I'll pull from the center and from the outside when I'm doing a double strand. That way, you know, otherwise, I don't really know any other way to do it, actually. So I just put those 2 together. I'm going to bend you guys down here so you can see a little bit more of what I'm doing. Okay, so I hope this makes any sense at all. Because, let's see. There we go. I have this right here. This is the end of my blue strand. And I just take, and I have 2 of these together. All I do to add a color on it is I take it like this, and I do tie mine, and I know a lot of people don't, and a lot of people are probably gasping right now, but I do this, and my hats don't come apart. You know, I say there's no right or wrong way, you know, and then, let me show you. I'll go back up here. Then you're going to go and you're just going to start wrapping like you normally do. And I'll talk to you guys while I'm doing that, and then I'll show you when I'm ready. But yeah, Brad and I were talking the other night. He's like, he was really even surprised. He's like, I'm surprised you haven't gotten tired of making hats. Like, I just don't get tired of making hats. I just love making hats. I guess it's all the colors and patterns, and you know, I see more and more patterns I could do, and you know, coming up with some different ideas too. So, you know, I just love it. Tell them it keeps me out of the bar, keeps me off the stripper pole, right? So, making tortilla casserole tonight from scratch. I use refried beans in mine. That goes on the bottom, you know, with the tortilla. And I cut my tortillas in half so they fit around the edges of the pan, the flat side. So I'll do that, and I'll do some ground hamburger. I'm just going over. This is just a classic E-wrap guy. But put it down a little bit. And I'll use some sausage too, and I'll use taco seasoning, and then salsa, more tortillas. Well, salsa and then cheese, onion, also, and green pepper. I might add a can of corn, I'm not sure. And then, I'm not sure if I'm going to add any beans or not besides the refried beans. And then I'm going to add more tortillas, and then more cheese. Tortillas, salsa, and then more cheese. And then I'm going to add crushed up tortilla chips. And I'll bake that in the oven. I'll go ahead and of course brown the sausage and hamburger. And I'll bake that in the oven for about 45 minutes. Because all you really need to do is just kind of, have everything heat all the way through and the cheese melt. And yeah, Brad really loves it. And then he'll take it for work too. So I always get excited because today's hump day. And then I have one more meal after tonight to make, which will be chicken. And because I make my menu on a Sunday. And then we'll have pizza Friday night. And then Brad will cook for Saturday and Sunday. So I get excited about that. Like, oh, good break. I'll be cooking forever. So this is coming to the end here. Do the last one here. So push you guys down again. Putting you down. Okay, so you have, let's see. Let me turn this. Okay. So you guys have this one, and then you have your 2 strands of your white. What I'm going to do at this point in time is I'm going to snip off, because I'm not going to use this aqua blue anymore. And I'm going to go ahead and tie it again. So I know it's nice and secure. And tie it again. And then I'll snip off that little piece there. And then, just push it down. Just keep going with your white. And that's all you have to it. And this is going to be a ribbed one. So I'll show you later on how I make the ribs and stuff. I'll have to look up what the stitch is actually called. But anyway, this is the large hat. And I have one other size, which is an extra large. So that's what's going on there. It's a good day. I was helping Brad out this morning. He asked me to help him because I had the box dog food came in yesterday from Chewy. And I didn't want to keep it because it's just a long flat box. And I had a bag of trash in it. I can tell you I got the trash ready and stuff for him to take. And he was going out door and he goes, "Can you help me?" He said, "Can you slide this out onto the front step?" Because he had his hand full. I'm like, yeah. So I'm doing that. Got the front door open. I'm just in my nightgown, which is just an oversized t-shirt, and it hangs down probably mid-thigh. And thank goodness I had my robe on too. Because I'm opening up the door and I'm talking to Brad, and all of a sudden the landlord is right next door to the abandoned trailer, and he swings open that door and he's like, "Hi." And I'm like, "Hi." And then I'm backing to my door and I shut it, and I'm like, he was talking to Brad after that. I'm like, oh God. I think he got these grandiose ideas about how he's going to rehab this trailer next door and rent it out. I hope not. But it is what it is, right? Dogs were just chomping at the bit today, too. They couldn't wait to get outside. They wanted, now they're all sleeping, they wanted me to go outside with them so bad. So we did. Charlie was even waiting for me in the art studio. I tell you what, I love my puppies. I know you guys all love your animals. I love these puppies. Charlie is just such a... Oh, Brad was texting me. They both love me so much. But he just follows me everywhere. If I'm in the art studio, he's in the art studio. If I'm going to the bathroom, he's in the bathroom. He takes up a lot of space. But he just loves me to death. And Nixie, she's just doing great. Like I said, now they've been outside. Now they're just all resting and sleeping. So, this will be the time of day that here about 5 o'clock I start, putting the final touches on the house and getting dinner going and everything. But it's been a good day. It's been a good day. I tell you what, that CBD oil really helps with the anxiety. I haven't had to use it today. I'm not anxious about anything. But I sleep really well with it. Brad sleeps really well with it. He says his hip pain is almost non-existent right now. His back still hurting. Oh, that's what I was going to tell you guys. If you have an older TENS unit, you might want to look at the newer one. Now, I'm going to say this right now, and I will clarify it tomorrow. I have a new TENS unit coming for Brad. I was going to surprise him with it, but I decided I couldn't. I'm not good at that. And it has 8 pads that you can use at once instead of the 4. Now, what I'm going to do is, if I have at least, I know I have 2 TENS units that are identical besides the one coming. I know we're going to get rid of one. If you are in need of a TENS unit, now you'll have to buy the 9-volt battery for it. And you'll probably have to buy some pads for it. They have them on Amazon for not too expensive. I can I'll throw in a pair of the older ones that are still good adhesive if you want. If you're willing to pay the shipping, which shouldn't be too much, in a padded manila envelope, I will give it to you. Whoever says they want it first in the comments below, because maybe you're curious if a TENS unit would help you for whatever, whether it's neck pain, shoulder pain, knee pain, hip pain, back pain. Some women use it for menstrual pain. So just let me know. And this has only just been used on his back, and he was clean. So, yeah, just put below. I'll double check with him and see if we're going to want to get rid of both of them or not. So, yeah. So, I like to pass on stuff. But, yeah, I have one that's, it hasn't come in yet. It's supposed to be here today. It's got the 8 pads, and it's a TENS unit and an EMS combined. So, and that's what the chiropractors use. So, a lot of chiropractors use. I shouldn't say everybody, because certainly every chiropractor probably doesn't. But, looking to see. It says it's still coming today, so, yeah. So, yeah, I'm very excited about that. Hmm. Says it's supposed to come today. I don't know. It says it's out for delivery. They have till 9 o'clock, so who knows? But I'll let you know how he likes it. Because last night I was telling you guys that we put the TENS unit on. He was in some back pain, and he took some CBD oil, his nightly dose, and then all his other medications he takes. And, it wasn't very long until he was ready to go to sleep, and he slept really well. And he said he hasn't felt this good in probably over a year. So, I'm not saying the CBD oil will help everybody. And, I would check with your pharmacist and see, when I gave you guys a link a couple videos ago of, the place that we buy it through our pharmacist, but at this place. So, it might be worth a try if you want to try it. So anyway, I'm going to let you guys go. I hope you have a great day. Remember, it's hump day. And we get a 3-day weekend because it's Veterans Day, isn't it? Is it Veterans Day? Now I got to look. Now you're making me look. In the calendar, I know that, state offices and government offices are apparently closed Veterans Day, Monday. So, you might, I don't know, you might want to check and see if your kids have school. Or it may, I mean, if you're working like a government place or somebody that follows the holidays like that, maybe you don't have work either. Like I said, we have a 3-day weekend. We have to go to the doctor Monday, though. So, anyway, love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you guys are awesome. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great evening. Bye.